Hey, what's up, y'all? I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. I mean, I haven't posted anything. I started a new book. It's called The Raisin in the Sun. It's actually written like a play, so it's kind of hard to read it, but I'm reading it anyway. But it's kind of boring to read because I have to say the person's name. And like, for instance, there's a character called Benita. I say, okay, Benita, and then I say what she says, and then next line, Travis, and then it could be Mama, and it could be Ruth, and it could be, I'm trying to say all the characters that are in there. I'm missing one, but it's about a family. So I just want to give a little update about what's going on with me. I'm doing okay. I bought some, I should have, instead of getting a Thai chicken curry, I should have got Indian curry. I think the serving's a little more, and they serve it in a plate. It's not separate. I think it might be separate, but I feel like they had it in a plate as opposed to two different trays. It's okay. I'll just throw some rice in the curry bowl, and then eat the rice from the top. That's not a big deal. But I just want to. I've been okay. I have my moments where I could get anxious or my paranoid moments and things of that nature, but other than that, I think I find myself more telling myself to remind myself of the things that I'm grateful for, and just now that I'm speaking, I'm just going through things I'm grateful for real fast in my head. Some things I got to take care of. I'm still riding with no tags on my truck. My brakes are starting to sound a little rough, and I know I need to get my oil changed, and I spent 20 bucks on this dinner. That's kind of bothering me, but other than that, it's fine. Look at all these birds right here. At McDonald's, there's just like so many birds around here on this fence, and they kind of like stare at the people eating. They're probably used to the people feeding them. It's so neat, just the nature of us as animals, and just being dropped here in existence and having to survive. But I'm at McDonald's again, using their Wi-Fi before my night begins, and I do the recycling. The recycling's been going well this week. I'm glad. I'm blessed in that department as well. I did my therapy yesterday, which I love doing it for like the first 3 weeks to a month. And the therapy is over Zoom, so like the first 3 weeks to a month, I would never show my face like to the group. And the first meeting I joined, because I was new and stuff, I spoke a lot, and I was kind of feeling like, damn, I had it's probably annoying, but I find myself wanting to speak a lot in the Zoom meetings and stuff. I just don't know what to say, so I enjoy it. I enjoy the regulars there. And last week there was this Asian American girl, and she didn't say what her ethnicity was, but she like, it was a trip. She was going through some sort of a psychotic situation, because she was saying, "Oh, I joined this meeting because my family thinks I'm losing it, her mind, that because she's eating cat food, something about eating cat food." And she said like that her boss, he just works her so hard, but that like a lot of his success and stuff, that she says, like, she said this like robotically, like, "Oh, my job, I just work so much that like it's like her mind was overloaded, like she needs rest, like her mind was just too, like she's being driven like insane." Like, I wanted to share that with you guys. It's cool, I'm gonna do it on this update video, but she wasn't there this week. That was her first time last week. And then a gentleman yesterday was saying that like he brought up about his schizophrenic. He was really struggling. He even has a caregiver, talking about he correlates the negative feelings he has inside himself, and like the anxiousness, and like the paranoia. He labels it as demons and stuff. So that was a neat talk that he had with another guy who's on medication, has balanced out his personality, but he's been diagnosed schizophrenic. And then that was interesting. And then there's another female. She's a regular for sure. I've seen her every single time I went, and but she speaks very slow. Like it's hard for her to get her words out, to be honest with you. And at the beginning, when everybody checks in, because you have a check-in, like a 2-minute, how's your week been, and if you're new, you introduce yourself. What's your diagnosis, and but this girl, she always, every time she speaks, it's very slow. Like it'll take forever to say half of. It'll take a really long time to say, like, I don't know, like, and it's a struggle for her. She shared what she's been through. She's a rape survivor, trauma survivor, and that affected her life. Like, whatever specific situation she went through, that affected her mind. And yesterday she was saying that she wants to, that she was struggling finding photographers, and that she wants to get back into modeling. And at first we think modeling, right? A beautiful woman and having the body type, and we don't think of her having a nice smile. She could be on some sort of greeting card, or she could model for an ad, any type of ad, clothing ad, motel ad. You know what I'm saying? Brochures and commercial, but you can't help but think like I ain't gonna lie, I had these thoughts man, she's not gonna do it. Not like that, but more like it was sad. Damn, should someone better off tell her just focus on something else with her life? You know what I'm saying? It kind of made you feel oh my, damn, you feel bad, but you don't want to knock somebody's dream, or you don't want to knock somebody's confidence, or somebody's newfound idea, or a reignition of a past goal or something, or a past desire, and then I think today in the morning or throughout the day, I reflected on yesterday, and I'm man, I wish I would have spoke up in this moment. I wish I would have spoke up in this moment. And this meeting, it's a variation of people. There's people that look like they have it all together. There's very attractive girls in the meeting, some guys that have their lives together, but have been diagnosed with something, and it's dope. Then they have the mediators, the people in charge, and they tell you what they're dealing with. But today I was man, on this Instagram, people are very popular and famous, how they have their own clothing brands and stuff. It made me want to be her, not be so afraid to put out my music, and I could get that type of following, and these people, even though it's a Zoom meeting, and I become kind of I'm happy to see them when I see them, in this meeting, because it's a positive platform. It's a positive room. Everybody's there to seek help. You know what I mean? It's not sometimes you're around your family. Even in family, it should set some sort of time where it's something that actually has a purpose. Okay, hey, every Friday we have this study or mental health family meeting where we talk to each other. Or we open up the floor for discussion. Fuck, families don't even do that. It's incredible. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long, but yeah, so I've been having my ups and downs. I've been okay though. I haven't been getting too stoned where I got overly paranoid. I have my episodes a couple times, and and the old man that I was feeding and stuff, the homeless guy, the one that had the heart attack. One morning I came with breakfast and he wasn't there, but he said he was gonna try to get some. He was gonna start doing the food stamps, and he was gonna get help, Social Security. Man, the way he's been living, he's a crazy guy. He's just been out there. Sometimes, you know what I mean? He could have been getting the help, but he just didn't want it. But now that he had the heart attack, he's gonna get all the services that the county will provide him, But I kind of missed him when he wasn't there, and his one of his homies came by for him the other day, but I was like nodding out. Like, I think this might have been before I went out to go collect, or in between. Like, I don't know. It was like sometime during when the sun was still out and it was hot in my truck. So I was like, somebody creeped up on me, and he asked for his friend, or he asked for the guy that I became acquainted with. He's like, "Where's he at?" I don't know. I hope he's all right. I think he got his car started and just, I don't know, trying to catch up because of his heart attack and him being stuck right there with his car for a couple days. But hopefully I see him soon. So that's just what's been going on with me. I haven't seen my daughter. I've seen her once, like in 3 weeks. I only got to spend a couple hours with her, and that was on Easter. So I don't know. I don't like to sit and dwell on it because then that would just make me sad, you know. So, but I think I'll see my daughter this weekend. And I got my basketball game tomorrow. We're still trying to make the playoffs, so I think we gotta win tomorrow. I feel like the team as a whole, the idea of one team, one idea, one goal, one mission, I feel like it's kind of not there, right? Like as a whole, like there's not everybody's on the same page of taking the season serious, which is, I guess it's just an adult league, but I kind of like to win a championship. It'd be pretty cool, you know. But we still have a chance, you know. And other than that, I've been just kind of alone. I mean, through my life, like even at Jack in the Box, or at the other Jack in the Box, or the McDonald's here, or the 7-Eleven recently with this female at the bakery, you know, going hiking, at the gym. Like, there's always a female, you know. There's always a female. And I mean, I haven't enjoyed being in the presence of a woman, like on a date where we're open with each other, and in a cool minute. But I'm like excited about that because I know when like it does gonna be cool, you know. Because I'm like a lot different now. I'm not a lot different, but I gotta approach things a lot differently. I'm learning, man, and I'm grateful for that. Be positive, yo. Be positive. Peace.